Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to a new me reviewing a new anime series now. And so I said before, if you want to continue doing this, well, one particular person who enjoys me reviewing anime, I just want to give his name out. Shout out to Kevin Street, who enjoys me reviewing anime. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support. Always appreciate getting nice, good feedback from it. So, for that, I'll be covering this new anime series, which got me curious about. It's called My Dress Up Darling, and there's gonna be another one. I think I'll be covering also as well. But for now. For this series, I'll definitely, because after watching this first episode of My Dress Up Darling, which is the first episode's name is Someone Who Lives in the Exact Opposite World of Me, I enjoyed it. Especially I like our two lead characters here. First impressions, I thought the animation was pretty good. Music was pretty solid, I would say. The character designs, the designs of our two characters of Gojo, especially Marin. Yeah, it was Marin. Yeah, Marin or Marin, but I think it's Marin. Yeah, so I'll go with that, Marin. I really enjoyed them, and I thought it was the chemistry they had between each other when they interacted. I thought it was pretty good. So it really shows a nice, good piece of solid of writing for the characters, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoy liking how these two interact with each other, especially with their passions, you know. So yeah, this is why I'll definitely be covering My Dress Up Darling. So this gives me some time to review another anime series, and I'll be reviewing another one because there's another one that's coming up right about the same time as this right now. I think tomorrow. So I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully, I will do another series of that. And then there's been another series which I'm looking forward to in this upcoming summer in July, which is the sequel to a favorite anime series I've enjoyed. I'll show you right there. You can see probably the pile of my DVDs right there. But sooner or later this upcoming summer is finally season 2 of A Devil's a Part-Timer. I'm looking forward to that. But as of right now, My Dress Up Darling, I enjoyed it. So getting right into it, how the premise is. Our lead guy by the name of Gojo, he lives with his grandpa. Because it shows a shrine of his grandma and his parents too that are now passed away. So he lives with his grandpa. His grandpa is a master Hanya doll maker. Now, yeah, so he's a guy who. So Gojo's hobby is making dolls, basically, Hanya dolls. Like he wants to master like what his grandpa does, especially making the. He says he's making faces though, but not quite as good as what his grandpa does, but he'll get there though. But he enjoys making the clothes for the dolls, which is kind of something like how which is about his character is that he gets looked down upon. He's a guy who's a loner who doesn't have any friends because due to his passion, because he's a guy who plays with dolls basically, which is kind of related because since he's a guy and he's playing with dolls, you know how people would judge nowadays. Oh, a guy who plays with girly dolls. I can just see it, you know. People can just be outright dickheads, you know, saying that. Oh, you're a boy, but you're a high school boy, but you play with little girl dolls. I can see it right now, you know, because some people nowadays can be flat out dickheads to people, you know. I mean, you can choose to like whatever you want to. I have no judgment on that though. But I'm not a guy who's gonna judge and be an outright asshole to someone like that though. But I'm just pointing out the scenario that people would judge though, right? But but he's a guy who likes to play. He doesn't play with those. He likes making them though, right? Makes the clothes, specifically making the clothes for them. But there's this one specific thing that he enjoys. One of the things his favorite that his grandpa made, actually that makes them the face, you know. And so yeah, and he's a guy who just like, you know, he's like, well, it shows like, you know, he asks some guys after class, tells them, can you clean up, you know, you go ahead, you know. He's a guy who's a nice guy who doesn't want to say no, or basically people walk all over him, you know, because he's a nice guy. And he'd rather just go and play, make his dolls over, so he'll stay after class, clean up the place, you know. He's a guy who just want to he's not an assertive guy. That's what he is. He's not quite an assertive guy, basically. So basically, yeah, I'll do it. Despite that I don't want to do it, but I'll do it anyway. So he's like being the nice guy though. And then is when the popular girl in class, Marin, because one day, because she's a popular girl, she's like getting done, we're getting her hair done and makeup and all this stuff though, but she isn't like the type of where a guy, despite a guy being good looking, handsome and all that, but also you might be handsome and good looking though, but the attitude when this guy notices that she has like anime figurines hanging off, or keychains hanging off a purse, and like, oh, you like that? You're a nerd and all that. And then Marin gives him that cold look, being like the ice queen type of, Because another thing, because now that's her passion as well. Her passion that she loves anime. She loves anime, especially for one that I'll get to, like, basically that's considered her favorite. She's a girl who loves anime. And then one time when at home when Gojo's sewing machine doesn't work anymore, so he's gonna go back, use the one in the home ec classroom, thinking that no one's gonna be there and no one's gonna see him what he's gonna do, until when Marin comes in and sees what he's doing, and sees the one doll that his Gramps gave him, saves it from falling, from breaking, right? And she's thinking that she's gonna judge him because he's a guy who plays with dolls, or basically plays with dolls though. Basically, he thought that she was gonna judge him, look down on him for that though. But actually, turns out, which I thought was kind of like, she thinks that's pretty awesome. You make the clothes. You know how to sew. You know how to sew, making clothes, which took him by surprise. And she's surprised that someone who says something positive about his hobby, right? The banter between the two of them, I've enjoyed. I thought it was pretty good on the writing part, and because she saw him how he knows how to sew clothes, right? And I like the fact that the humor of it is that she starts undressing, right? And despite that, she tells him to turn around, and because he's getting all nervous because she's undressed, even though his back is turned, but she's undressing in front of him, thinking it's something that's going to happen, right? But it turns out she puts on this outfit because not only that she loves anime, but she likes cosplaying. She wears an outfit of her favorite anime character. She likes to cosplay, and also I love the fact that it's an outfit that she made herself. But the fact is though, it's kind of made almost all wrong to him, because since Gojo knows how to make clothes right, and I love the fact that he's judging everything on her outfit that she did is wrong, like the stitching is wrong, like some of the material is wrong, and right, and the fact that I like the fact that he's looking at her chest, right, but the fact that he's not looking at her chest sexually, like a pervert would be, right? No, he's looking at her chest because he's judging because the fact of how the way the stitching and the whole clothing has been made wrong. That's what I thought was kind of funny, right? The whole flip fact, you think he's looking at her chest because he's a pervert? No, he's not. He's looking at the fact because of the whole of her whole entire outfit has been made wrong. I like that, I thought that was pretty funny. because how I like how he's getting all flustered because seeing how she made an outfit, but it's not the right way though. So, and that's what I like, a guy who since she sees that his passion, his hobby is making clothes for Hanya dolls, and I like the fact that she's open about how her passion is. She likes to cosplay and she loves anime. Yeah, so these are two people that I see that wears their passions on their sleeves, and just being open about it, and I like that, and she offers a fact that you know how to sew clothes, right? Can you make this? Can you make an outfit for me? Even despite the fact that Gojo, that he's never made clothes for a person before, except for dolls. He's never made a life-size one for a person, so he agrees to do it then, and she's all happy, and I like the fact that You know, because all this is by surprise because someone that sees him who his hobby, right? At first she was going to judge him for that, look down on him, but it turns out it's the opposite. That she thinks he's awesome because he knows how to sew clothing. She likes to cosplay, loves anime, and likes to cosplay, but wants him to make the outfit properly, make the right outfit for her by using his sewing skills. And I enjoyed that, you know. I thought it was kind of a refreshing type of things for these between characters, you know, right? So yeah, I these characters I'm already loving Marin. I already am. I already enjoy Marin. I like her. I like her character design, and I like the fact that she's a popular girl. But I like the fact that her clothes now like all that proper because the fact that I gotta mention the opening because I thought the opening was pretty good. But I like the fact that it shows the two sides of our characters, like one side right here where Gojo is making his dolls, and one side where Marin's at her house. You know, she's watching anime and doing her outfit right. And I thought the fact that part of the fact that because she spends so much time watching anime, and that I think the fact that she's in the morning when she rushes to school that she's not fully dressed properly, right? That's why you can see part of her tie is a little bit loose and all that, which makes sense, you know. So, and I'm already enjoying these characters, especially Marin. She's like a very well written character. Even I'll give Gojo credit too, because of how how his character is written. So yeah, how their passions, their hobbies together. Even also like there's also part of the opening where they're together like in a mall looking at like figurines and so and stuff, right? And the music for the intro, I liked the intro for the music intro for the opening. I did. I thought it was pretty good as well. The opening, the animation, the theme song, the score for the rest of the show. It was pretty good. And the characters are very well written characters, especially for Marin and Gojo. I enjoyed. There's one thing I wanted to know because there was in the beginning that I think it was Gojo's sister. It was like well, it wasn't. Sorry, back a little bit back then. How I guess it was her sister because she was like scolding him because of a way like to he rather make dolls and all that. And it's like I'm not speaking to you again or something like that. I wonder why we'll see her again. I think that's his sister. She was like scolding him like, "Oh, you do this, you know? I don't want to speak to you again." Okay. But yeah. So episode 1 for My Dress Up Darling, I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be covering this. I'm really looking forward to seeing how our characters more interaction with our characters between their two passions and stuff like that. I enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing more from My Dress Up Darling. I'm already liking our characters. I think this is already going to be the start of a new favorite anime series I've enjoyed this year already. I'm just pointing out right now. But also there's season 2 of A Devil's a Part-Time I'm looking forward to. And there's the next one I think we'll cover in a little bit afterwards. So yeah, which I mentioned before in my anime episode review. More of those, right? So I'll have to get to that as well. But My Dress Up Darling episode 1, I enjoyed it. So I'm already liking this series a lot. So I hope we'll see some more fun chemistry between Gojo and Marin. Yeah, so I definitely give this series already a thumbs up so far. Definitely. So yeah, so that's my thoughts for episode 1 of My Dress Up Darling. I'll definitely be watching this for sure. And if anyone who are interested, you know, be sure to check out this episode as well, you know, or if you want to, or you don't want to though, but anyway, that's for My Dress Up Darling episode 1. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more, and we'll see you all later.